Hello, welcome to Algebra 1/2, Lesson 51. So today we're talking about surface area. This is page 147 of your book. Now, surface area is something that does not have to be complicated. Surface area is just finding the area of every single surface of your object. So we find the area of all the surfaces, all the parts of the object, and you add all of those areas together. So for example, let's say I want to know the surface area of my box of markers. First of all, my box has, let's talk about how many sides it has. My box of markers has 6 sides. It has a top and a bottom, 1, 2. It has a front and a back, 3, 4. And it has sides. 2 sides, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So I find the area of each of my 6 sides, and then I multiply it. Or excuse me, I don't multiply it, I add it together. Once I've added it together, there is my surface area. Well, there's actually an easier way to do this. And it's a way that you'll need to use more often than being able to add it up like that, because sometimes you'll have strange shapes that don't have nice, neat sides like this box do. So I'm going to use the examples to show you this way. First of all, I have a rectangular box, excuse me. I have a front, a top, and a side showing. But that means I have a front and a back, I have 2 sides, I have a top and a bottom. But what's an easier way than finding 6 areas and adding all 6 areas? Let me show you. And you're going to need to write this down. Surface area, right here, surface area, what the SA is for, is equal to 2 times the area of the base, so A for area, little b to show you is area of the base, plus perimeter of the base times the height. So let me explain what this is. 2 times the area of the base is 2 times the top, or 2 times the top, basically. 2 times the area of the top to give you the top and the bottom. Then, if I were to take my shape that I want to find it, and let's say I were to cut it right here, and I were to unfold it, what would I have? I would have one big rectangle, right? Because I have one big rectangle that I'm trying to find the area of, because that's what surface area is area of all the parts. Since I'm trying to find the area of one big rectangle, what is the formula for area of a rectangle? Area equals length times width. Well, let's say I unfold this, and so that gives me, here I have, the side, the back. Oops, let me draw it down here because I'm going to run out of space and I want you to be able to see it. Okay, so side, back, side, front. The height right here of this shape doesn't change. This part right here is the perimeter of the base, because the base is this part right here. The perimeter is all of these sides added together. The side of this front, the side here, the side there, the side there. That's what makes up the perimeter of my base. So if I want to know how long this is from side to side, I find the perimeter of my base, because it gives me this length plus this length plus this length plus that length all together. So the area of this shape, the length is perimeter of the base, and the width is height. So that makes it easy. I can find the area all in one step. I can find the area around the shape in one step by just doing perimeter of the base. So this perimeter, let me show it like this. This perimeter times the height. That will give me this area all the way around. And I found the area of the other two parts of my shape when I found the area of the bases, and I multiplied it by 2. Because I can multiply it by 2 because the shape is the same on the top as it is on the bottom. So the area is the same for the top and the bottom. Okay, let's do these problems to practice so it can get in your mind. All right? No, you don't have to go through this little proof every time you do it. You just need to have this formula. Surface area equals 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base times the height. So 2 times the area of the base. Let's start out by finding the area of the base. I'm going to find it over here. Area of the base. Making sure you can see it on the video. So the area of the base, our base is rectangular. So that means the formula is length times width. So my base is, well, it says 4 down here for going across, so the length is 4. And the width is 3. So the area of my base is 4 times 3. The area of my base then equals 12, and it says my dimensions are in, let me see, meters. So it's meters squared. So I'll put that into this formula. 2 times 12 plus, now let's find the perimeter of my base. Well, I know this is 4, plus this is 3, so 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 4 more is 11, plus 3 more is 14. So the perimeter of my base is 14. I just add that all up. So I got 14 plus, or excuse me, times my height, which is 2. So now I do my multiplication according to order of operations. 2 times 12 is 24, plus 14 times 2 is 28. Now I add them together. Sorry, my numbers kind of went skewy there. 24 plus 28, 4 plus 8 is 12, carry the 1, 52. My units are meters, and when it's area, they're squared. So 52 meters squared is my total surface area. And I can do that all right there. All right, let's try it now with a triangle or triangular prism. So here, what makes up the base? Because remember, to start my formula, it is surface area equals 2 times the area of the base plus perimeter of the base times the height. So what is my base that I'm going to multiply by 2? Well, to find your base, it has to be the shape that is the same shape on the top and on the bottom. That's always your base. So if I say that the bottom of my prism right here is the base, it's going to be a rectangle down here, okay, because it looks like this on the other side. It's a rectangle here. Is it a rectangle up top here? No, it's a point. There's not even a shape here. It's just a line. So that rectangle there is not my base. Where do I have the same shape on the top and the bottom? Here with the triangle. So the triangle is going to be my base. So I have to imagine that I take my prism and I put it up like this. So this is my base, which makes this my height. The line connecting the two bases is your height. All right, so So I want to find the area of my base. When I have a triangle, we'll put the formula right here. The area of the base is 1/2 times the base of my triangle times the height of my triangle. So for my triangle, doesn't matter if 4 is your base or 3 is your base. It's 1/2 times 4 times 3. 1/2 times 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So it is 6 centimeters squared. I'll put that into my problem. 2 times 6 plus, now the perimeter of the base. So I add up all the sides. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 5 is 12. So the perimeter of my base is 12 times the height, the line connecting the two bases, which is 6. Do my multiplication. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 12 times 6 is 72. Now I add them together. 12 plus 72 is 84. My units are centimeters squared. All right, now pause and do your practice. Okay, we are back now with letter A. It should be 40 feet squared. You multiplied 2 times 2 to get your base, the area of your base, so it's 4 times 2 is 8. The perimeter of your base is 8 times your height is 4, which is 32. So then, excuse me, 32 plus 8 is 40, so 40 feet squared. Letter B, you needed to find the area of the triangle first because the triangle has to be your base. It's the only one that you have 2 of that same shape. It's the same on the top, the same on the bottom. Some of them you can have more than one shape, by the way, more than one base. Letter A, you could choose a different shape, not the small square. You could have chosen the big square, the big rectangle, excuse me, on the bottom to be your base, and maybe you did, and that's fine. But it has to, your base can be any shape that's going to be the same on the top and on the bottom of your prism. So letter B, your base has to be the triangle. The area of your base is going to be 1/2 times 9 times 12. So that is 54. Then you multiply that by 2 and get 108. You find your perimeter. 9 plus 12 is 21 plus 15. That's 36. Multiply that by your height, which is 20, the line connecting your two bases. You get 720. Add 720 to your already found 108. You get 828 centimeters squared. I spoke slower through this lesson so that hopefully you don't miss anything and you can understand it. But I do understand this is more of a challenging concept because it's different and there's a lot of steps. Make sure that you copy down this formula. That's the formula you will use. And if you have any questions, just let me know, okay? And I'm happy to help you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.